Hello, how do you do? My name's Marge. Hey, okay, hey. I'm a Heyoka. 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 Hey, it's just fun to say. Hey, what's a Heyoka? Well, it's just somebody that mirrors in a peculiar way character defects that you have. You see them in me. Put on blast. You end up hating me for it, but really it's shit that you hate about yourself. So the direction I'm going to go today is past lives and now lives, kind of. Picture, if you will, influence Golden Girls, Sophia. Picture, if you will, every time you go to sleep at night and you have dream state. This is good. This is a... And the dreams that you have, the reoccurring ones, are little inserts into your past lives. Because unfortunately, not just our bad karma is tied to our souls and our lineage and our genetic makeup. It's also bad karma of our ancestors too. So this incarnation for a lot of us is not just for absolving the wreckage of our past, but it's of the past of all of our forefathers too. So imagine, if you will, going to sleep every night and living these different lives and having these storylines and doing the same thing over and seeing the same dream over and over, and then you wake up only to forget your dream. Well, I know a lot of... I used to work at a Catholic university. I've known a lot of people that have been devout Catholics, Protestant, different denominations of religion, and I inquire about what they think about all these. And a lot of them that believe in reincarnation, that's no different than the scenario I just spoke of. Only consider this, because now consider that since 2012 happened, the end of the Mayan calendar and whatnot, imagine, and all throughout times of history, when that children are being born with the memory of who they have always been, and speaking freely and openly about it, making other people more comfortably to do so. It's where the child prodigies come in. Yep. It's where the 2-year-olds can do miraculous things. It's because they didn't forget their dream when they woke up. You see, some of us get to wake up as adults. Some of us get to wake up to this new reality, or a better reality and better ways to treat the world and the resources in which we have on this world. Because I knew that to be true when I was young, and I lived that way, and then I got off track because I listened to the definitions of how life should be that were imposed on me by other people's words. Like, go to college, get an education. Yes, I do believe in educating yourself. I'm glad that I learned that practice, and I'm glad that I learned ways to find information and deciphering that information and putting it together. And then always give credit and cite sources when credit's due. I also learned that, but really it's just a waste of money, because most of the tuition that you pay is going for their stupid sports programs that they should be playing just because they like to play them anyway. When did college football programs make as much as, like, NFL used to make before they got really stupid and greedy and gross too? It's weird. Anyway, so there's a lot of people who are waking up to who they are. You know, a lot of this stuff with a lot of this awakening is happening with the DNA test lineage. People are coming into, you know, a big influence of that was the Black Panther movie of coming, and I still gotta finish that. And that is, you know, heritage and the importance of taking care of your community. All those ideas that that we got really off track from on how things should be, where there is enough for everyone, and that nobody has to be in lack or fear of not having enough water or food, or being warm when it's cold or cold when it's warm. Nobody should be without those things. And we're getting back to a place where they're not gonna. And that's good news. So much collaboration. People that I'm not talking about any political stuff today like that. I'm just talking about basically the bottom line of people coming into a knowing that maybe how they've been living. They had a big event in their life, and there's a lot of talk about this big event, and it can be passing of a loved one, and that loved one can be a 2 or 4-legged family member. It could be losing of a position, a job. It could be DUI. I know that there's some folks, a lot of folks getting into trouble because of alcohol and drugs. Abstinence is important right now. It's very important. If you're of high vibration like me, you do not want to dip yourself into those lower vibrational energies that will have you sitting in fear, and because when people are fearful, they react. Yeah. They react. It's worse than when they act out of greed, because it's out of desperation, and then you tend to do things more willy-nilly, and more harm can be done. So, what I've waken up into is I started watching a show yesterday, Preacher. Seth Rogen, I believe, is an executive producer, and you know, that whole graphic novel really supports my in a whole storyline of so many of us, that anybody that talks vibe, they have a good vibe, they got a bad vibe. All that is if they're a good guy or a bad guy. Pretty much. That's your body telling you if they're of the light or of the dark, or of the consciousness that there's enough abundance and they love everybody, pretty much. See, and this is the kicker, is because it's like I love humanity, but fucking people make my eye twitch on a smaller scale. So that's why I'm more comfortable in this environment. And, you know, I'm comfortable speaking in front of large groups of people. I got no problem with that. It's just like the interactions with the Rudies and freaking at the grocery market and all that. Those are the people that just like make me not want to go out much. So, Preacher Man is just definitely congruent, and, you know, and everybody has light and dark. Everybody has divine feminine and masculine in them. We're all divine. This is not a special group case by case scenario. It's whatever you decide that you want to resonate with, and what makes sense to you. And superheroes have always made sense to me, and justice has always made sense to me, and magic has always made sense to me, and communication has been important, and all these things that made me weird are now aligning me with other people. And we're going to come up with a lot of good ideas to help a lot of people. So it kind of goes with that whole, you might hear people talk about their light work mission. What's a mission? Save the world. I'm going to save the world. How do you do that? By taking time to meditate and getting right inside you, eating clean, keeping your body, spiritual mind in a calibrated tone, that you don't have disease in you, that you have to carry that out and ooze it into other people. Yeah, it's all pretty cool to watch. So I'm going to get off here today, and it's late. I meditated for a good solid over 1.5 hours today. I feel good. Looks like the sun's trying to come out. It's been overcast all day. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.